Maintaining your car's engine is essential to preventing expensive repairs and keeping it operating properly. Ignoring routine maintenance might cause major problems that could lead to costly engine damage or even failure. In this video, we will explore 10 common engine maintenance mistakes that could cost you thousands if left unchecked. Number 10, ignoring regular oil changes. Your car's engine depends on engine oil to lubricate its moving parts, which lowers wear and tear, prevents overheating, and reduces friction. As engine oil circulates through the engine, it accumulates dirt, metal shavings, and other pollutants, which eventually pollute the oil. The oil will lose its capacity to carry out these vital tasks if you neglect to change it on a regular basis. The engine may overheat as a result, resulting in irreversible damage, including twisted parts, clogged oil passageways, or possibly the engine failing entirely. Sometimes the engine will completely seize up if the oil isn't changed for a long time, necessitating an expensive engine repair or replacement. Engine failure due to improper oil maintenance can cost anywhere from $3,000 to $5,000 or more, depending on the vehicle's make and model. Number 9, neglecting to replace the air filter. The air filter plays an essential role in the engine's overall performance by trapping dust, dirt, and debris before they can enter the engine. The engine may absorb impurities that could harm internal parts like the valves, cylinders, and pistons if the air filter isn't operating correctly. Dirt and debris will eventually clog the air filter, decreasing the engine's airflow. Engine performance, rough idling, and fuel efficiency all suffer as a result of this limitation in the oxygen supply required for ideal fuel combustion. In addition to making the engine work harder than it needs to, a blocked air filter can lead to overheating and ultimately irreversible damage to important engine components. Ignoring this issue for too long could result in expensive repairs, such as swapping out spark plugs, fuel injectors, or even an engine overhaul. Number 8, not checking the coolant levels. The coolant system dissipates the heat generated during combustion in order to control the engine's temperature. The engine could overheat if the coolant level is too low or if it is polluted. Serious damage from an overheated engine might include head gasket damage, engine block fracture, and cylinder head warping. In severe situations, the engine can shut off entirely. You may have to replace the engine or have it fixed, which can cost thousands of dollars, because overheating can destroy important engine parts irreparably. This can be prevented by routinely checking the coolant level and replacing it at the manufacturer's suggested intervals. Maintaining a healthy coolant system is one of the easiest methods to shield your engine against costly repairs. Number 7, skipping fuel system maintenance. Delivering the appropriate quantity of fuel to the engine at the appropriate moment is the responsibility of the fuel system. It consists of parts like the gasoline injectors, fuel pump, and fuel filter. Fuel injectors may accumulate carbon deposits, and fuel filters may clog with debris over time. If untreated, this might interfere with the engine's fuel supply, leading to misfires, rough idling, and poor acceleration. Engine knocking, which happens when fuel ignites too soon and may cause long-term harm to internal engine components, can also result from issues with fuel supply. The worst situation is when the fuel pump fails, leaving you stranded on the side of the road, and necessitating costly repairs and towing. This problem can be avoided with a fuel system inspection every 15,000 to 30,000 miles. You can also maintain your engine operating smoothly by cleaning or replacing parts like the fuel injectors or filter. Number 6, ignoring timing belt replacement. The engine's valves can open and close at the appropriate times in respect to the pistons because the timing belt or timing chain makes sure that the crankshaft and camshaft are correctly synchronized. The engine may sustain significant damage if the timing belt or chain wears out or breaks. When the timing belt or chain in an interference engine breaks, the pistons and valves may clash, causing the valves to bend or break, the pistons to be damaged, and maybe the engine to seize entirely. Depending on the type and model, this catastrophic failure could cost up to $4,000 or more to repair. Timing belt replacement should be done every 60,000 to 100,000 miles. Therefore, it's important to adhere to your car's maintenance plan. Ignoring this important part could lead to an engine failure that could have been easily prevented with regular upkeep. Number 5, Overlooking spark plug maintenance. In order for the engine to produce power, the air-fuel combination in the combustion chamber must be ignited by spark plugs. Weak or irregular sparks are caused by worn-out spark plugs over time. Poor engine performance, such as misfires, rough idling, and low fuel efficiency, may result from this. The catalytic converter, which can clog due to too much unburned fuel entering the exhaust system, is one of the engine parts that can be harmed by worn-out spark plugs if they are not examined. The engine may stall or become difficult to start due to severe misfiring caused by a faulty spark plug. One of the easiest and least expensive ways to guarantee peak engine performance is to replace spark plugs as part of routine maintenance. The average cost to replace a set of spark plugs is between $50 and $150, but if more engine damage develops, not replacing them could result in more costly repairs. Number 4, failing to monitor tire pressure. The performance of your car is greatly influenced by tire pressure, which has an impact on handling, fuel economy, and general safety. An excessively low tire pressure puts additional load on the engine since the tires must work harder to propel the vehicle. In addition to increasing fuel consumption, this can cause the tires and engine to deteriorate more quickly. Additionally, low tire pressure raises the possibility of a blowout, particularly at high speeds, which might result in a hazardous driving situation. Underinflated tires can also result in poor handling and traction, which can make it harder to operate the car. Maintaining tires filled to the recommended level and checking tire pressure at least once a month can help your engine run more smoothly and use less gasoline. Number 3, not replacing the timing chain tensioner. In order to maintain internal engine synchronization, the timing chain tensioner maintains the timing chain at the proper tension. The timing chain may come slack or even slip if the tensioner fails, which might throw off the engine's timing and seriously harm the pistons, valves, or other internal parts. A series of issues such as engine misfires, jerky performance, or even catastrophic engine failure may arise from this. Because a failing timing chain tensioner frequently doesn't present any symptoms until it's too late, it can be quite dangerous. It's essential to have the tensioner checked frequently to prevent timing chain problems, particularly if the car has a lot of miles on it. Number 2, using the wrong type of fuel. Inappropriate gasoline use can cause a variety of issues for your car, ranging from poor performance to serious engine damage. An engine built for premium fuel, for instance, may knock, accelerate poorly, and produce less power if ordinary petrol is used in it. Because some cars are designed to run on high-octane fuel, using lower-octane fuel might make the engine perform less efficiently, which can increase fuel consumption and perhaps harm internal engine parts. Using petrol in place of diesel can result in an instantaneous and disastrous engine breakdown. In both situations, if the incorrect gasoline seriously damages vital engine components like the fuel injectors or pistons, you can be facing a costly repair bill. Number 1, neglecting to replace the battery. The vital part that supplies the electrical energy required to start the engine and run the vehicle's electrical systems is the battery. When a battery fails, it may not be able to maintain a charge, which might cause problems starting the engine or possibly cause the car to completely fail. Further harm to the electrical system may result from an overtaxed alternator caused by a dead or weak battery. An alternator failure brought on by this extra load may occasionally have a domino effect that harms other electrical parts, including the starting motor, fuses, and wiring. If you see any indicators of weakness, such as poor starts or fading headlights, you should replace the battery right away to avoid these problems and avoid having to pay for costly repairs. These engine maintenance mistakes may seem insignificant at first, but if they are ignored, they can lead to disastrous malfunctions that require expensive and time-consuming repairs. If you liked our video, please hit the like button and subscribe to our YouTube channel.